Hello, 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 all my fragrance lovers of the universe, my fraghead community. What going on? It is your girl Tracy D, the fragrance junkie, and I am here to talk about a fragrance house that I have been hearing about over the last year. I've even seen reviews about this house. And my interest, every time I see something about this house, my interest gets piqued, you guys. So I decided to buy a sampler of this gorgeous, beautiful house. And let me tell you, these fragrances have got your girl shook. I mean, I am shooketh. Shooketh. And you're wondering, who dat? Who dat? What house is that? Well, it is the House of Beau. And I don't know if you can see this. My camera is doing some weird, funky things, guys. But listen, this is the House of Beau. Okay, and even if you don't even get into niche fragrances for the most part, because I'm an affordable type of fragrance girl. I like affordable scented water. Okay, I literally don't even want to spend over $100 for a fragrance. Okay, I think the most I've spent on a fragrance was I bought a Novitus. I bought AI the Greats, Ambrosia Imperial, the banana scent of my dreams, and I think I spent like $175 on that. That is so uncommon for me. So, but I kept hearing about this House of Beau. Thank you, Perfume Nest, Chris, and Red Essence, and the Perfume Guy, and there have been others that I've watched. I can't name them all. That I really needed to get my hands on one of these travel sets. And let me show you what this travel set looks like on the inside. Okay, there we go. There we go. I've got Ave Maria, Casa Blanca, and Lema. Okay, Lema. Now, the House of Beau, the proprietor of the house is, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong, Moyer, Bernardo Moyer, and he is of Mexican descent, and I'm telling you, his creative mind as far as having the right people, the creative minds at House of Beau to put together these scents. Now, I'm telling you, when you discover a scent or scents that literally take you on this magical journey, every time you huff your wrists, it's, as the scent develops on your skin, it literally takes you on this journey that is so unexpected. Mostly you just put on a scent, it smells delicious, it might remind you, maybe I'm a gourmand girl, it might remind you of some cookies and some popcorn, or it's a beautiful vanilla that reminds you of this, or something that might remind you of something or make you nostalgic. But the House of Beau has taken my mind and my olfactory senses on this ride that I can't quite explain. All right, so let's talk about, which one are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Lamar first. And that, I showed you the kit, and it also comes with something that you can take this top off and you can refill these bottles. So if you buy a full bottle and you want to take one of these 10 milliliters with you traveling, then you've got the little funnel thing that you can use. All right, so back to Lamar. All right. Now, with this discovery set, I think you can choose 6 or you can choose 9 of them. The 3 of this discovery kit were $98. I think they're normally over $100, but I caught the Black Friday sale and I actually paid $98 for this, and it is worth every freaking penny and then some. So, okay, so comes off, and it is a sprayer, of course. Well, I shouldn't say of course, because sometimes it's not. But what can I say? You get to choose. I think there are 12. I think there are 12 or 15 scents that you get to choose from, if I'm not mistaken. I chose these 3 myself, which I like being able to have a choice, because some discovery kits, that you only get what they put in the sampler. So Lamar, what can I say about this? Oh my gosh. Let me spray one more spritz on here. You see the nice sprayer, nice atomizer on these 10 milliliters. Now, Lamar is supposed to be an aquatic, watery type of scent. And let me tell you, I'm looking over here because I've got the scent list over here. I mean, the note list over here. Now, to my nose, without even looking at the notes, I smell some green notes. I smell something that also makes the scent slightly watery, slightly aquatic. But aquatic, not like I'm in Jamaica aquatic or somewhere in the Caribbean. This is sort of like there's an ocean nearby, but it may not necessarily be in the Caribbean. It might even be somewhere that gets kind of chilly. Like, for some reason, I'm thinking of like Santa Barbara or somewhere like that, where, you know, you have all the seasons, but you've got the ocean right there. And this sort of smells like during like the cooler months when you're out there walking on the beach in the sun, you know, but it's cooler outside, you know, and you've got a little bit of a sweater on or a cardigan, and you're walking on the beach and you've got that salty aquatic air, but it's not like tropical, if that makes any sense. It smells slightly solar to me in a way. Yeah, but it's really, really beautiful. I can't identify all the notes. And believe me, you've got to be able, you've got to be able to spray these on your skin. Spraying them on a piece of paper does not cut it. You've got to actually put this on skin. So let me tell you what's in here. The top notes are gardenia, seawater, and pink pepper. Middle notes are Indian tuberose, jasmine sambac, and ginger. And the base notes are coconut, almond milk, and olibanum. Oh, yes, a joyful, sultry scent with a solar aura. Yeah, the sun is out, even though it's a cool, like the temperature is cooler, you know, but the sun is out, it's brightly shining, and that, you know, I don't know if the sun doesn't really have a smell, but when it's on your skin after a while, you have that solar type of smell, which is hard to describe, mixed with that seawater. But it's more of like a colder type of seawater. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I really love Lama. It's really beautiful. And I don't know. Let me spray this on my skin. I just want to make sure that I didn't have another scent on. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry down, and we'll come back to it. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh gosh, I tell you, it just, now that it's on my skin, I smell the tuberose. It's not too in your face, and the jasmine sambac, and a little bit of that ginger mixed with the pink pepper. I can identify the notes much more on my skin. Oh no, that's got to be the gardenia. Oh, that gardenia is so good. Oh yeah, that gardenia is so good, guys. And the seawater, that aquatic note. Wow, Lamar. Yeah, I'm loving that. It is truly beautiful. It just feel, and once it starts to dry down, that solar effect from the sun, on your skin, that glow set, not sound, but that glowy type of aura. Ooh, it's really, really beautiful. I think I don't even know how else to explain it. Like when I smell the House of Beau fragrances, they literally leave me speechless. Okay, so let's move on. I'm gonna let this dry down some more. Let's go on to Casa Blanca. Ooh-wee! Casa Blanca. I love this. I don't know. The last few days I've been trying to figure out, because I've only had this kit for a few days, and I've really been trying to play with it and see how it sits on my skin and see what sort of olfactory journey it takes me on, right? I've tried to pinpoint my favorite, and every other day it changes. Casa Blanca. The other day, over the weekend on Saturday, Casa Blanca was my favorite. Oh gosh. And okay, first let me just spray this on my other hand, and I'm going to let this dry down, and then we can talk about it. Okay. On paper, yeah, okay, hold on. Let me just tell you what the notes are first before I get into this. This is to me, is a very complex, a much more complex scent than Lamar. Lamar is sort of rainy day or cooler weather on the beach, something like that. Solar type of aura, keeping you warm, just kind of like a more relaxed atmosphere. But Casa Blanca, okay, so the top notes are creamy minerals, doesn't state what minerals, white tea, and labdanum. Middle notes are copal blanco, desert fig, and white suede. And the base notes are tobacco, white wood, and vanilla bourbon. Oh my gosh. I do smell something that has a mineral type of effect, for sure. I'm not sure what type of mineral, like maybe kind of even like a concrete-y type of mineral type of smell. I don't really smell the white tea. I do smell the copal blanco. That and the white wood is really holding this down. And then I smell some of the desert fig mixed with the white suede, because there's some form of leather or suede type of effect going on here. The fig, the desert fig, it's more green. It's not like a creamy type of milky fig. No, it's more green. And then the tobacco. It's not a sweet tobacco, but it's slightly sweet, but it's more like a chewy type of tobacco. Sort of like if you were to take the lid off of chew a little bit and you smell the tobacco. Yeah, it's earthy, slightly sweet, kind of chewy. Yeah. And then a little bit of the vanilla bourbon. It's a really beautiful scent. I feel literally that all of these fragrances can be unisex. This is somebody who's very self-confident, because all of these, I mean, I know there are white woods in here and stuff like that, but and white suede, but it's still a more mature type of scent. This is not like a young person's type of scent. This is somebody who's older, mature, seasoned, confident. This is more like a fall winter type of scent as far as I'm concerned. Although hell, you can wear your scents any time of the year that you want to, but I think it would lean a little heavy. Maybe 1 spritz or 2 spritzes maybe in the warmer months, but you would definitely choke somebody out if you did more than that. So it's more of like, your cashmere sweater, and you can still smell all of this deliciousness, of Casa Blanca on your sweater or in your hair, as the, like the fall breeze blows through your hair. Yeah, this is really, really, really beautiful. Really, really love that. Really love that. So Casa Blanca. Okay. Go back in your little slot. And then we've got, what do we have? Ave Maria. One of my favorite songs in the whole wide world. But this is Ave Maria. I just love it so much. All right, where's my tester strip? Now, when we talk about Casa Blanca being a complex scent, I believe that Ave Maria is even more complex than this. Yes. And I feel like all of these are a mature type of scent for that self-assured, confident man or woman who's lived some life, not for like somebody in their 20s though. But if you want to rock it, hey man, maybe you have an old soul, but okay, today this is my favorite. The Ave Maria is my favorite today, guys. All right, so let me tell you. All right, let me spray some over here. Okay, and let that dry down. All right. All right, so the top notes are dewy gardenia, and it is a very dewy, delicious, aquatic sort of gardenia. Cashmere and Indonesian jasmine. The middle notes are raindrops. I love it! Raindrops. It's just so dewy and wet smelling. African neroli and sweet pear. I definitely smell that beautiful sweet pear mixed with the dewy gardenia and the jasmine. Ooh, and the raindrops. Yes, I love it. The base notes are oak wood, Merlot wine, and Napa leather. Yeah, it is kind of like a fruity floral as far as I'm concerned, as opposed to the white woody floral of Casa Blanca, okay? It's more of a cleaner scent, but it's very deep and complex as far as I'm concerned. I love it. I just love this. And it develops into a creamy white flower, white floral, watery type of scent, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Oh man. It smells like a dewy, slightly aquatic, candied white floral scent to me. The florals are so sweet and beautiful and tender, you know. I just love this. Maybe that's the wine. Maybe that's the Merlot wine that's sort of giving it a slightly earthy smell, but in the best kind of way. That's got to be the Merlot. Okay. Maybe mixed with the Napa leather, but the Napa leather, it's sort of like a kid leather. It's not like a black leather. It's not like a boot leather. It's like a young kid type of leather, you know, where you smell it slightly, but it's not that type of leather that's in your face. It's very subtle and gentle. It's just really beautiful. I love this. Ave Maria is my favorite today, guys. I love it. All right, I went on a tangent with that one, and I will definitely, I'm still playing with these scents. They're quite pricey. I think a 40 milliliter is about $190, if I'm not mistaken. I would say between $160 and $190. And is it a 75 milliliter? The 75 milliliter is about $200, about double that. So it's quite pricey. You can tell that this house uses only the best ingredients. I mean, it smells like quality. It smells rich. It smells luxurious. This is like splurge. When you want to splurge on yourself, this is splurge worthy. This is a splurge worthy house. I'm telling you, it would be worth saving up your duckies to get a full bottle of this, whether it's the 40 milliliter or the 75 milliliter. I don't think that they just sell the 10 milliliters on their own. I think you have to get a discovery set, and you can get all of the fragrances in a discovery set in all 10 milliliters. And then lastly, we've got Beau. I got this included in the package, and this is quite an interesting scent. Let me spray some on this paper here. This is such an interesting scent, guys. Listen, I can't even with this. This is, where do I have an open space? Okay, well, okay. Cosmos, what can I say about this, man? Okay, so let's start off with the notes, okay? The top notes are metallic notes, and you definitely, that's what hits your nose first, is something that smells metallic, or something that, or a fragrance that's been sitting in some sort of metallic container or stainless steel or something like that. It's got whiskey, musk, and praline. The middle notes are coal, dragon blood resin, and cacao. And the base notes are smoke, leather, agarwood, and orris, which is some form of iris, okay? I definitely smell the coal and the metallic together, okay? Thrown in with a little bit of whiskey, okay? The dragon blood resin is so interesting in this. I really love it. I didn't think I was going to like this because it sounded a little out there, you know, with the dragon blood resin and the cacao mixed together, because dragon blood resin, dragon blood is very, very potent in itself. So I thought this was going to be like a headache inducing type of scent, but no. And the smoke and the leather and the agarwood, oh my god, all mixed together. This is definitely a unisex. Some may say that this is more of a masculine type of scent. I don't disagree with that. There's something about this that just works. There is something about these odd ingredients that just works. I mean, it's slightly atmospheric in a way, right? I think it's supposed to represent the cosmos, right? And everything that could be included in the cosmos, right? Moon rocks and coal and this and that or whatever, but it just smells metallic and dusty and earthy. Slightly sweet with the orris and the cacao, and the dragon blood and the smoke and the leather just hold this scent down. It's otherworldly. Can I use that adjective? It's otherworld. This scent, this House of Beau Cosmo, is otherworldly, and that's all I got. That's all I got. Drop the mic. That's all I got, guys. I don't know how else to explain this beautiful scent. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that beautiful resinous juice, right? That has dried down. Look at that. Yeah. Because of the resins in here. None of the other scents did that, but this one, gosh. Look, guys. All I can tell you is that if you don't have cash just lying around where you can afford niche fragrant water, all right, because most of it is pricey. If you just don't have a black card that you can just throw all your purchases on, and you have to budget as I do, all right, and plan for my luxury or niche purchases, I would say the $100 that you would spend getting a discovery set, and you can choose the 3 fragrances or the 12 or 15 fragrances in the next level up, which I think cost about $290. But listen, you have got to get your nose on this brand. Their website is incredible. It walks you through and gives detailed descriptions of each scent with a video that really captures the essence of the scent and what this house is all about. I just wanted to thank the creator of the House of Beau, Bernardo. Whatever you I'm telling you, I'm still literally speechless over the quality and the olfactory journey that each of these scents has taken me on, along with the Cosmo. I look forward to exploring more discovery kits, so I can decide which full bottle I want to, spend my duckies on. All right, you guys. But listen, get your nose on the House of Beau. Incredible, incredible. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. All right, you guys. So thanks for joining me today. Tell me what you think about the House of Beau. Have you tried them? What are your favorites? Today mine is I love the Cosmos. It's growing on me. At first I was like, no, I don't think so. But listen, it's literally growing on me every single day that I have tested it. It's awesome. And getting it in the 10 milliliters, it gives you where you can wear them each scent several times, where you're going to get a good idea of if you want to splurge or not, right? But at least you got a chance to test them out on your own. So thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Mwah. All the way from the ATL, guys. I'm Tracy D, the Fragrance Junkie, and I'm signing off. Take care.